Little fish. I say, Lord, be my savior when it come to getting this paper. Please protect me from my haters. Just say me and I won't save us. Say amen. Amen, 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 yeah. Amen. They bad boys and they can't win. Can't win, can't win, can't win, can't win. Check, 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 check. Corner, corner, corner. Did it like my persona. Corner, corner, corner. Remember them was on us. We used to drive them Hondas. Now we pull up in the Fondas. Glow up, walk in, show up, baby, hold up, glow up, boy, don't touch, we glow up, yeah. I'm laughing to the bank, all new blue Benny Franks, pulled up on him in the tank, yeah. That guy just a rap guy, I'm so mad, fly in, he ain't. Let me back, tight, gave me until I was going on Miami. They all cornballs, they can't stand me. I finesse, all them. I hear, get a plan. Let's go that my whoa. On low. Got strain on yo-yo. She post up a MCM and we like that JoJo. When we out and we see him, he always ask for photo. I say, Lord, be my savior when it come to getting this paper. Please protect me from my haters. Just say me and I won't save us. Say amen. Amen, yeah. Amen. They bad boys and they can't win. Can't win. Check. Corner. We in it, we gonna. Corner. Did it like my persona.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Today's game will feature a team that loves getting it done through the air. The Patriots are top 10 in passing TDs. They go up against the Dolphins defense that will need to be on its game.
Larry, we are about an hour's drive southwest of downtown Boston in the area known as Patriot Place, Gillette Stadium here in Foxborough. A moment ago, the pride of Massachusetts, the Patriots, introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line with the Miami Dolphins. They'll run it here. This is James White. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy. And that's what they're doing early in this game.
He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A big play there for the Pats on 3rd. 44 yards. And now a 1st down following that long gain. Now a carry for White. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
But when it comes to the running game, the New England Patriots, they're one of the few teams in the NFL that I don't think care much about balancing things out.
Last year, to your point, 5th in passing yardage, number 30 in the run game.
What they want to do each and every week is make a game plan based on their opponent, not so much their own personnel, and they try to attack that way.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Kiko Alonso with a big-time sack on third down. And it'll be a loss of 7. And now they call on Stephen Gostkowski. His career-long 57 yards, set just a year ago. They're spotted at the 47, so they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a lot. Does the big boy have the juice? 30, past the 20.
I think we got to give a lot of credit here to the coaching staff on this one. Long field goals, really long field goals. Sometimes you get a chance to have a return, as we just saw there, but that means you've had to practice that and also have the right people on the field. I think you change what you do here, don't you, Brandon?
Yeah, and the formula certainly worked. Now, you're going to have good field position anyway on the long field goal try. Now with a block of the return, they're in great shape.
Yeah, I love what they did. Instead of just having their normal field goal block unit.
And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Jay Ajayi, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak can have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. A very solid gain of 27. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. To throw is Garoppolo. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. A good pickup there at 22. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. On first down, Garoppolo. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Koamisi. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now, they told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
They'll begin the drive with Ajayi. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A Miami first down on a 14-yard pickup.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. And when you're running the football, one thing you don't want to see is a big boy coming up there and swallow you whole in those D tackles and nose tackles.
No, you're actually counting on your big boys to protect you from them. But on that play, the defensive tackle had the leverage.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Shift together here from the D-line. So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Here's a handoff to Ajayi to begin the drive. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It's Tannehill. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Taken in at the 22. Cooks flashing the footwork. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Ndamukong Suh in there to get him. And that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Garoppolo to throw on 2nd down. Over the middle, Julian Edelman. It's complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo escaping the pressure right. Going for it all. It is taken in by Cooks for a Patriot touchdown. Brandon Cooks with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action and hit them over the top.
Play fake to Ajayi. It's Tannehill. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Alan Branch, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. So after the sack of Tannehill, the Dolphins come up here on a 3rd and long. And now with a play clock winding down, a whistle and possibly a false start. From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Well, we couldn't counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly 3rd and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the 1st down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is fielded at the 27. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Patriots take over. Well, if you haven't gotten enough football this Thanksgiving weekend, there's still more to come. Tonight,
yes,
you're pumped up. It's two of the most storied franchises in NFL history doing battle, the Packers and Steelers from Heinz Field. Then tomorrow night, more. Wrap up your Cyber Monday with the Texans at the Ravens from Baltimore.
Man, is it time to start shopping already?
Just go online, man. I said Cyber Monday. Click, click, click.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
They keep it on the ground. White again. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That'll be a New England 1st down, a gain of 12.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Slant route caught by Edelman. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Now a toss play. This is White. And down to the 36-yard line here. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They stay on the ground with White. And he's got room. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. James White, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots have taken the lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Gostkowski now out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw is Tannehill. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Dolphin got going a little early. On 2nd down, here's Tannehill. Brought in over the middle by Grant. And they'll get him down here at the 23. 4 yards on the pickup. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Play action, Tannehill. Being chased out left. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken at the 18. And he's going to be out of bounds right at the 40. Officially a minute 54 to go in this first half. Back to Foxborough after this. The drive starts with a run by White. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Now Garoppolo throwing on 2nd. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
Here we go.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. Flush to his right. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. A 3rd down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. And the Dolphins getting set to go here. Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes the better punter may actually determine the outcome.
Tannehill on 1st down. And Stills over the middle. And he gets this one all the way up to the 40. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they could do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Lawrence Guy. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. To throw on 2nd down is Tannehill. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. On the left side, this is Stills. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 1st half. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. From the gun, here's Tannehill. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. Well, they've already allowed 3 sacks in this 1st half. Now a holding penalty.
So I think drastic measures had to be taken, right? The regular way was not working. He was getting hit almost every snap, it felt like. They had to try and keep him upright.
So the D-line's going to spread out. Out of the gun, Tannehill. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the 1st half. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. From the 50, it's Tannehill. Dancing to his left. Tannehill able to take off and pick up the 1st as well. Now Tannehill saying, let's get to the line.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 54 yards away. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you down to Orlando, where we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Larry. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to.
He's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Kenny Stills, 81 yards. And the Dolphins are in for 6. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They'll start the drive with a give to White. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Now a play fake here on first down. Rolling to his left. And some room to roam now. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Now White. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
That good for 19 and a first down.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set.
Now let's go. Good. All right, now look at 56. Look at 56.
They'll run with White. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Here we go now.
Now a play fake. Garoppolo. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. So now here come the Dolphins. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
This is Ajayi. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Decent chunk of yardage still left here. 2nd and 7. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Dolphin got going a little early. And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here at 2nd and 12. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. Stills the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. The play clock's running down. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd down and 12. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd down and 12. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker at its 4th.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
He gets this away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. This is fielded at the 7. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Goes underneath here to White. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. It'll be a Patriot 1st down on a pickup of 16. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39. No. Check. Patriot.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And a dump off to White. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Instead of the running back in New England, sometimes they like to call them the passing backs. They get them the ball in different ways, don't they?
They certainly do. Think about the ones they've had in recent vintage. You talk about Kevin Falk, Danny Woodhead, Shane Vereen, James White could have been the MVP in the Super Bowl if it wasn't for a certain quarterback that was on the field that day.
Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here. And with that, they're down to 1 remaining here in this second half. So it is 3rd down now, but less than a yard to go.
Now let's go.
Here's White. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. And to give this time to the tailback. Takes this to the 45. Not much space after that broken tackle. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to turn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Here we go now. Boom, landed.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Edelman was the intended target. 3rd down here.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
This is caught. It's Cooks. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. They give him 27 yards on the third down conversion. And the 8th play on this drive coming up.
Here we go now.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on one.
All right, here we go.
Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. Looking for Edelman, and he hits him. It's complete. Even with that broken tackle, he'll be brought down short of the 15. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Is that not the very definition of a tough yard gain?
Now, is that one where as the receiver you go to your quarterback and say, why'd you even throw that?
Yeah, I think you do, and I think you wonder what type of a route are you going to send me on that only 1 yard's going to be the result? If I'm going to go in there and take contact, let's go and get something out of it, not just 1 yard. But plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
And out come the Dolphins now. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll start out on the ground with a jive. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So after the sack of Tannehill, the Dolphins come up here on a 3rd and long. Here's Tannehill. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Now the Patriots gearing up to go now. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. They begin the drive on the ground. It's White. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I think there's a lesson there. Some days you're just having a really tough time, and for the defense, today has been that day. But after that play, what do you learn? You can still make plays even when the other guy's having success against you.
Here we go now. All right, now, look at 56. Back 99 Philly. Here we go. Now, let's go. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
motion. Garoppolo. Now he's flushed out left. Finding room at the 30. And he is out of bounds, getting it just shy of the 35. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Rashad Jones. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
2nd down following the run. To throw is Tannehill. The Fasano here brings it in. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
I like how they worked the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They go play action here on first down. Roll it, and no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. David Harris coming hard from that linebacker spot. He drops him for a loss of 11. And at this stage in the game, every play is magnified here as we get down to the nitty-gritty. Here's Tannehill now on 2nd down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Hitting the home stretch here in a great game, a tie game. Let's see if the defense can get the stop they need to get the ball back.
Now let's go.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. They'll get 6 on the play, and it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Now a handoff as they run left side. And a fast footwork by White. That one good for 13 and a New England first down. First down now, but the clock continues to move.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7. his running back. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. New England on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. New England on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Garoppolo to throw. He's going to look deep for Edelman. And that's going to be caught. Touchdown. And they've broken our tie here in the final minute. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. Now on the return. Oh, no, the ball is loose. And I think he was able to get back on it. He was. So they will get the ball after all, but that could have been a disaster.
I didn't do this in college, but I did it in high school. When you return kicks and you lose it yourself, the panic that goes through you and the determination to get the ball back, I don't even know how to describe it. And I think we just saw an example there.
Yeah, and the relief when you get it back like he did.
Yeah, you go to the sidelines, you know you're going to get yelled at, but you can handle it because you got the ball back.
He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. Back to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete. So a 2nd down incompletion now brings up 3rd down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. He's back to throw. And this is caught. He hits Landry. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. Back to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Grant. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. They'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Grant. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Now Tannehill. Oh, now he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Now it's Tannehill. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete and unable to connect. It's incomplete. And the clock stopped at 8 seconds. The Dolphins on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 17. Tannehill now to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Now one more shot at it. Obviously, again, they've got to go for the end zone.
Well, we've seen it happen before. How about Aaron Rodgers throughout his career? He seems to pull it off about every other week. But if I'm the defense, I'm rushing the quarterback and making him move away from his throwing arm. That makes it a little bit tougher to get it downfield.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. One last throw here for Tannehill. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is incomplete. So no miracle.
Always hating, said I never make it. I heard he's always talking with them. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay. I heard he's mad at me cause I'm getting money. I heard he's mad at me cause he's on me. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay. I heard he's mad at me cause I'm shining. They ain't seen it when I'm young, out here grinding. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay, yeah. Either way, young, getting paid, yeah. I heard he's mad at me cause I'm poppin'. They don't wanna put some money in my pockets. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay, yeah. Either way, a hater always gonna hate, yeah. Mad at me cause I'm tryna feed my I'm supposed to make it out and I don't bring my No way, no way, no way, yeah. They ones and they here to stay, yeah. I heard he's always hating, said I never make it. I heard he's always talking with them. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay, yeah. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay, yeah. I heard he's mad at me cause I'm getting money. I heard he's mad at me cause he's on me. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay, yeah. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay, yeah.
I heard he tryna lie me, but I ain't no dummy. It's okay though, got it, you really want it. I spent 13 on the ring and now I feel unlucky. If she love my diamond ring, she said she wanna touch it. It's okay, I get 30K just to hit the stage. Hit my Michael, in my Michael J. I get cake, I cannot complain. Been finessing since I was a kid in the 2nd grade. Selling lemonade, get paid. Hold up, wait, can I get paid? Yawn, in a break, feel like I'm in space. See a snake, kill a snake, get paid. Get left every day, so get your straight.
I heard he's always hating, said I never make it. I heard he's always talking with them. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay, yeah. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay, yeah. I heard he's mad at me cause I'm getting money. I heard he's mad at me cause he's on me. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay, yeah. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay, yeah. Mad cause I'm tryna feed my family. Why I gotta watch a friend more than an enemy? I had to stun on a that I'm supposed to stunt with. Had to cut you off, you was on some dun. You was supposed to be my dog, why you hate on me? They say success, turn your friends to some enemies. Hey, it's crazy, cause it's shining, now you act shady. Yeah, but I guess it's okay. My mama told me you would show me your ways. Yeah, but I gotta check with him. I had the bands. Pull up in the land. Diamonds on me look like Erdy. He's always hating, said I never make it. I heard he's always talking with them. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay, yeah. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay, yeah. I heard he's mad at me cause I'm getting money. I heard he's mad at me cause he's on me. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay, yeah. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay, yeah.
You're getting way too big for your boots. You're never too big for the boot. I got the big size toes on my feet. Your face ain't big for my boots. Kick up the you. Man, know that I kick up the you. Them boy there try to suck the truth. How dare you to suck the truth? Look, you're getting way too big for your boots. You're never too big for the boot. I got the big size toes on my feet. Your face ain't big for my boots. Kick up the you. Man, know that I kick up the you. Them boy there try to suck the truth. How dare you to suck the truth? Wanna come round there like a bad boy, do it. Want all the talking, go on and do it. Running through the party, bottle up. Rolls in my ear saying storms, don't do it. Devil on my shoulder, I don't lack. Getting with the business, I don't scrap. Even when I'm bar, I'm so easy right, but there's no car and no match. What you talking about? Clown, stand down. Never had a thing, never had a pound. You were never bad then, you ain't bad now. Never had them, then look back down. Wait, I saw bare kicks, saw bare clothes.